So my name is Mikkel Hemmingsen, and I'm the CEO of Bælt. We are a state-owned company that finances, builds and operates infrastructure in Denmark. We have done two megaprojects, the Great Bælt Bridge and the Øresund Bridge, and we are currently doing the Femern Tunnel. So the Femern Tunnel, so why are we doing it? So today, if you want to go from Copenhagen, the capital, to Germany, you either go by the Great Bælt Bridge via Jutland to Germany, or you fly, or you take the ferry. So what we would like is to make a direct connection between the island Sealand and the capital Copenhagen and Germany. The reason why we're doing it is that it will cut the length of the transportation with 160 kilometers. And that will mean that we can move more goods from lorries onto train, so we can support the green transition of Europe. To achieve our goal of making it easier to move from Copenhagen to Germany and from all of Scandinavia to Germany, we have to build this tunnel. And the strait which we have to cross is 18 kilometers. So we have decided to build a tunnel because it's safer, and it's building upon the knowledge we have from the Øresund link, where we also have an immersed tunnel. The current immersed tunnel is only 4 kilometers, and this new tunnel will be 18 kilometers. So it's going to be the longest immersed tunnel in the world, and it's the biggest infrastructure project ever done in Denmark, and it's the largest project in Northern Europe. So it's by all means a very big project. When you do such a mega project as this, you have two roles as the client organization. You have to manage the world around you, and you have to manage your contractor. Both tasks are difficult. So your stakeholders is in this case not only the Danish government, but it's also the German government. It's all the authorities who have to give you the approvals, the licenses, everything. Everybody who has to connect their hinterland connections to your tunnel. So in Germany, they're spending, I think, around 5 billion euros to actually build hinterland connections, new highways, new rails. In Denmark, we have spent a couple of billion euros also on building a whole new rail. So you have your government stakeholders, your government organizations, which you have to manage. Then, if you have a 10 billion euro project like this, you have many contractors working for you. They come in joint ventures with different capabilities, and you have to manage all these different contracts and also make sure that they can manage themselves, so to say, when they don't agree within the joint ventures. And to do that, you have to set up an organization with very good contract directors. You have to have very good technical people who can manage the quality, and you have to have people who can manage the relationships. To have the ongoing discussions with the contractors on issues as time, price, and quality. So you have to be able to adapt to all the good things that happens when your contractors discover things they hadn't planned, when your stakeholders suddenly make changes, then you have to adapt it as an organization. You don't want to have somebody who gets easily stressed. I think the leadership style has to be robust. I think what happens in these projects is that you can ask a lot of questions, and people can ask more questions than you can answer. So what you really need is a leader who's robust, who can manage these relations, who can adapt to the changes, and who always focuses on finding the solutions. This thing about finding solutions is very much about having an organization that not only discovers problems, but also finds ways to fix them. That's a cultural trait which you want from your organization. So you want a doer organization, right? And you have to be able to delegate and trust that you can delegate the decision power to the level where they can actually make the right decision. The innovation or the level of innovation in your company is very much determined about how you treat the people who fail in their innovation, right? If you kill all the people who fail in the innovation, then that won't encourage too many other people to try, because then you might as well just go safe. In our project, in the Femern project, we're actually training 500 apprentices. So we are training the generation of blacksmiths, electricians in the project. So we are training people, but we are also making sure that knowledge doesn't get lost between projects, because that's what happens. Some people say that you have to hire experienced people, but there's not enough experienced people for all the projects in the world, right? So you also have to find a way to codify the knowledge and make it available. It's super rewarding to build something which are like generational projects. So Sund & Bælt have had the privilege in Denmark to do these generational projects, big construction projects, which everybody knows, which everybody is proud of, and so that's rewarding in itself. And I think what you should do is that you should just go out there, join the projects, and then really try to use the knowledge of the previous projects. And this knowledge is actually available.